you see children in the school getting bullied?
Yeah.
How do they get bullied, or how do bulliers know that this is a child and this is a student, इसको हमको bully करना है? कैसे पता चलता है?
Find short, skinny people.
No, they find people who are very children who have very low confidence level,
Okay.
self-respect. Their body language. They are not coming forth and doing activities. They are not outspoken.
Right. So look, the body language. They don't come out and share. They sit in one corner. Submissive. They don't speak much. So what do the bulliers do? They'll go and approach this child, and they'll test. They'll test whether there is a reaction or not. So if there is no reaction, so they are confirmed that okay, we can bully this student, and they start bullying. एक बार किया, दो बार किया, तीन बार किया. Now the child is getting angry with this. So the child goes back to the mother and says, मैं कल से स्कूल नहीं जाऊँगा, मुझे तंग करते. And the mother says, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. Go and fight. Go and see what you can do. The child is being told to do something, but is not being trained to do anything. So the child goes back, but the same behavior happens, and he comes back and says, I'm not going to school. So what would their typical mother do? Will go and complain the teacher? So she goes to the teacher and complains. Teacher will call the bulliers and उनका left right center लिया, समझाया, data, and go back to the seat. So the behavior stops for 10 days. And after 10-15 days, again the same thing starts happening. Again the same behavior. So now the child again goes back to the mother and complains. So now the mother is like, क्या बार-बार तुम रो रो के मेरे पास आते हो? अपना fight है ना? Have your fight it out. अपनी चीजें खुद संभालो. So the child is more angry, more confused. मैं कहाँ जाऊँ? किसको बोलूँ? And the child says, अब ऐसा ही है, छोड़ दो. So he becomes more and more receptive towards that bullying. ठीक है, करो अभी. And after some time, again this starts increasing. So he goes back to the mother and says, I'm not going to school at all. कुछ भी करो मैं जाऊँगा ही नहीं. And then he starts making excuses. मेरे पेट दुख रहा है, मुझे बुखार जैसा लग रहा है, मुझे उल्टी आ रहा है. And sometimes the child, because the child's brain is so powerful, because they don't have clutter inside their head, it's very clear. So they start actually thinking that they're getting pukish feeling, they're getting stomach ache, and it actually starts happening. So the body starts reacting. And the poor parent thinks that, हाँ उसको दर्द है, नहीं भेजते. And this continues. And then finally when the father intervenes or asks, or even the mother or somebody, some elder, and says, what is happening? And he says, this is what is happening. I'm being bullied every day. I don't want to go to school. And nobody is helping me. So finally they go to the principal and complain. So principal calls the parents of the bulliers. They literally give a warning. And the behavior stops for a month. Again, slowly something or the other, like a tiny thing, again it starts. So now the parents are really frustrated. They said enough is enough. So what's the first thing any parent would do?
Take side of his kid.
Yeah. But what is the action that they would do?
Remove him, put him into another school.
They'll remove from that school, put him in another school. Or change the section. So what happens is, if you look at the neurological level, this is a behavioral issue, and you're searching for an answer which is below that problem, changing the environment. So any typical parent would do this, will change the environment. So for example, let's say they change the school. So now the child has gone to another school. What's the guarantee there he won't be bullied? What's the guarantee? That's no guarantee. So changing the environment is not the solution. So the solution doesn't lie below the problem, it lies above. So it lies in the capabilities. Make your child capable enough to handle the behaviors. make him believe that he is capable enough. So identify, find out what is the belief that he has, what are the values that he has, what is the capabilities that he has, what are the potential that he can have. Make him that capable enough. So what these parents did, what they did, they started asking the child. I said, what happens when they come to you? Why you don't talk to them? Why don't you raise your voice? Why you just allow them to do this? क्या होता है? At first time the child opens the mouth and says, "Mummy, वो लोग 4 लोग हैं और मैं एक हूँ." And they are like big boys. And I'm such a small. I'm small. मैं कैसे उनको कुछ भी बोलूं? That's the belief. And आपने तो सिखाया है बड़ों के सामने मुंह नहीं खोलना चाहिए, बोलना नहीं चाहिए. That's the value. So the child understands the value, but is using it in the wrong situation. And the belief, they are 4, I'm 1, they are big, huge, I'm small, I can't do anything. So that's where they realized, and what these parents did, the first thing they did was they put him into martial arts. Go and learn karate, judo, go for swimming, go for something that is creative, like drawing, painting, anything, dance, anything that the child likes, something that is creative. So as and when the child started doing this, the child felt that confidence, the child felt that I can do something, that came out. And he became slowly capable of doing something. And next time when he met those bulliers again, and when they came and they started bullying, he did not raise a voice and started fighting. He only asked, "Haan, bolo bhaiya." For the first time he uttered something, and there was a shift in the physiology. He said, "Nahi, kuch nahi. Ja apna kaam kar." And the behavior of those bulliers changed. And then they realized that isko aap nahi kar sakte, isko fight nahi padega. So the bullying stopped. The behavior changed. And hence the environment. Why? Because the belief and the values changed. Why? Because the identity of that person, of that child changed. You put any problem in this neurological level, you'll find the solution.